All right, friends, let's talk about our recycled lanterns. We have a variety of things happening here and a planning sheet to make sure everybody knows where they're going. I have these wonderful handouts that are found on my website. But I say let's get started. We're going to first start with our name and art code in Sharpie on the bottom. And based on your color scheme, you are going to find your colored tissue paper. So we have colored tissue paper, we had watered down Mod Podge, a brush, a recycled container. If you didn't have colored tissue paper, you can totally do this in white and then add color. Okay, so take a look at that. We spray that with a nice little finish. So these turned out really cool too. You just have the white happen in here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this little guy and we are going to Mod Podge it up. So in order to get this done well, what we need is a Mod Podge sandwich. So what that means is we're going to do a little bit of Mod Podge on the bottom. On the container. And then we're going to glue our colored paper on it. Tap, tap, tap. And then brush it right on. Okay. And making this sandwich makes it nice and secure. Make sure none of those edges pop up. If you notice there's some colors running, that's why I highly recommend sticking to a color scheme. So your colors don't turn out like the colors you don't want. Okay. So all I'm doing, Mod Podge sandwich, and then brush it. So I had a friend come up with this idea, a little creeper lesson. So that's where I'm going with this guy. Okay, a little creeper lesson. So I'm going to do a bunch of different shades of All right, I have finished my Minecraft-inspired creeper lantern. And I'm going to leave this upside down to dry because I accidentally got some stuff on the bottom. I'm going to wait till it's dry till I add the details. So I'll catch you back here tomorrow. All right, so this is dry. I'm ready to add my creeper face onto my dry lantern. I do have my friends go back and make sure that all of the tissue paper is sealed down. I've done a great job. I could use a little bit more here, but you want to make sure everything's sealed down so you cannot put your finger behind any of it. That creates some great craftsmanship, and you'll be able to see that once everything has dried. So once again, watered down Mod Podge, create a Mod Podge sandwich. So I think I'm just going to quick peek which side do I want the face, and I like it there. So I'm going to add an eye right here. A little bit of Mod Podge. Top this down. Make sure it's straight for my creeper face. I've already went ahead and pre-cut these into the shape of my creeper. And looking at this, it might just be a little bit too big, but I think I might just let that roll. Making sure those edges get down really well. So that is one way to do it. I'm going to show you a few other modifications, a few other ways you can build onto your stuff. So here's what I was talking about. So here's my idea for this. And this is what I was talking about. Make sure everything's kind of sealed down so you can't put your hand behind it. Oops, I should clean my brush, huh? And that creeper stuff is coming off. So use my finger and smudge it out. Okay, I'm gonna go clean my brush. I'll be right back. Some circle yellows, and of course the sun can be any color, but I think I'm gonna pair up two to make it nice and bright. And then I'll show you adding and folding. Okay, Mod Podge sandwich. And I think the contrast of all these square papers with the circle papers is gonna look cool. But we'll see how it pans out. Okay, so I've got my circle sun in my landscape-ish. And I'm going to find some yellow paper. I can probably find some warm colors. It might not just need to be yellow. So here's a little stack of warm colors that I might want to use. So let's start with yellow. And what I mean by rolling, all you have to do is maybe crumple or twist or, I don't know, whatever way makes sense to you. And actually, I wonder if I make a little spiral on top of my sun. I think that'll look cool. And then some sun rays. So I'm just building upon some ideas. You know what? I think I like the image. Let's see. Let's see. And when it has some texture and dimension, it is a little bit more tricky to get the Mod Podge on top and to get it to stay. So there's a little bit of trickiness to this step. So let's see. I'm using my fingers to kind of keep it in place. And then I'm gonna tap some Mod Podge on it. I'll make sure this is all sealed out really well once it dries. Remember, Mod Podge dries clear, so that's the fun part too. You can kind of lay it on there and you won't really see it. Small little yellow. I twisted it up to finish my circle. All right, some extensions to this. If you would like, you can just use a hole puncher and punch a hole. You can add this. All this is a craft wire, and we just added some beads on top. And of course, if you wanted to be super fancy, you can actually make your lanterns glow with these super safe battery operated lanterns. Okay, super fun ideas. Hope you all had fun.